Welcome back, guys. This is technically episode 6 for you. For Orla and I, it's maybe 5-10 minutes later. Just had a quick break to get some lunch. So it's nowhere near as close as a dragon roll from Takachi. I just had some slice of toast with raspberry jam. So a far cry from our dinner last night, Orla. But did the job.
Unfortunately.
Did the job. We were just talking there, like we need a bit of a hype up, you know, a bit of a pep. We were saying like maybe can of Red Bull or like glass of Coke, whatever. And I hyped myself up coming back into the office, and I forgot Astrid was here beside me. So I have a little cabinet beside my desk, and on top of it, it's got a vet bed for the cats. And poor Astrid was fast asleep, and I came in like all excited to record, and I woke her up. And I got the dirtiest look ever. Like, Astrid's our little innocent, you know? She's our little fairy. And I woke her up from a deep sleep, and I just got the dirtiest set of eyes off her. So she's gone back to sleep now.
I don't think Astrid's ever given me a dirty look before, so you've done something wrong.
Yeah, you know you're in the wrong when Astrid's upset with you. There's crops in this chest, love, if you want them.
Yeah.
There's 2 cauliflowers.
Oh, I just got kicked.
That's strange. I'll keep going and see if you can join back in.
Yeah, it let me join, but I don't know why it kicked me.
Yeah, well, your character's still here. You're moving around.
I'm back now.
All right, okay. I was like, what? I'm gonna go see the wizard while you're getting started there, just to get it done, like.
Yeah.
Some berries. Could you, when you have a chance, could you tell me how much wood and stone we have?
Yep.
Just we'll keep that chicken coop on our horizon, like.
Okay, stone we have 212. Wood we have we've loads. We have 657.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, it's just money then. It's just money. So.
Yeah.
We can basically every crop and every fish, just get it in the bag and go from there. We'll get a chicken coop nice and early.
Yeah, I can go fishing now. If you're just going to the wizard, I might as well.
Yeah, I'm just here talking to him now. I'll record the cutscene for people that aren't familiar with it. I mean, the wizard's saying, like, for some reason they refuse to speak to me. He's got one of these Juminos trapped in, like, a pentagram, you know, like, suspended in air. Like, maybe that's why he doesn't want to talk to you, man.
I just got a chest with my fish, and it didn't give me anything.
Maybe your inventory's full. Is your inventory full?
Nope. Yeah, but even if it was, it'd still give me the option to throw something away.
Yeah, you're right.
The absolute gall of these people.
Juminos are like the Fae, Orla.
Yeah. Might have gotten to the next fishing level.
Nice.
Gonna come back and sell these.
I don't know if it tells you in your inventory. It'll show you what level you're at, but I don't know if it updates in like real time or does it have to be like the next day.
What do you mean? Can you check what level you are and stuff?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, in the skills.
Ah, combat 0, farming on money. Yeah, farming on money 1, mining 1, foraging 2, fishing 2. I'd say I'm about to go level 3 with fishing.
Yeah, you speed ahead with the fishing. Every time we've played, you've been like level 7 fishing. I've been like level 2.
Yeah, but you're better than at the foraging.
True. I don't remember this cutscene taking so long.
I skipped mine because I just couldn't deal with it.
We've just been given ayahuasca by the wizard.
I'm not gonna go to the mines today, but I'm just gonna continue fishing.
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
rest of the day, I think.
Yeah, like we have multiple goals, right? Like, you know, if you're making money to get the coop, then you don't need to go to the mines. Like that's fine.
No, I
want
to go to the mines. It's just like 10 to 3 now, so
fair. Yeah, there's no point. Yeah. Once we get that minecart fixed, the minecart is huge. So I suppose we're about to go and see it. But for anyone that doesn't know Stardew Valley, there's upgrades you can get by completing challenges. I'm purposely being cryptic here. There's challenges that you have to do. In doing them, you know, upon completion, you unlock new skills or new abilities. And the minecart is like, for me, it's amazing. Like, it saves you so much time and hassle. Kind of mid game, you know, if you get the challenge done in time, it really does save a lot of hassle. I'm gonna. It's probably too late to get to the museum now. It's 4 p.m. I've got these like amethysts and stuff, Orla, to bring to the museum.
Cool. I got an anchovy.
Oh, my inventory's full. Oh, how silly of me.
Sucks to be you.
We'll let him go. There's actually a... Can we see it from here? No, we can't. Down at the lake, Orla, there's a fishing spot at the moment.
What do you mean?
You know when it big bubbles up? So for the viewers, this little spot here where my cursor is, the bubbles, you have a higher hit rate there with fish. It's like a fishing target, if you like. So when those appear, you cast into them and your catch rate should increase. I think maybe the rarity as well. You might get rarer fish. Don't quote me on that one.
I wish you told me that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, sure. I only just seen it, like.
Yeah, but I had one and I just ignored it.
Oh, right. You should know, man. I thought you were the MVP.
No, James. It's just been a long week spending time with you, okay?
That's not very nice. That's not what you were saying last night. We're sitting in this lovely restaurant, and Orla and I, we were sitting in this restaurant, and to the left of us was what I assume someone on a date, maybe their first date with this other person. And I suppose the reason I thought that is because they were asking a lot of questions, like, oh, so have you seen this show? Oh, like, what do you do if you don't watch TV? Like, what are you doing at the weekend? Like, just basically, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, Orla and I haven't dated in like 7 years, so I don't even know the right words. But anyway, the vibe I got off these people is that they're dating. They're new. They're new to each other, I should say. And I was just sitting there eating my sushi. I was like, I'm so grateful that I don't need to date. Because I see stuff online and like apparently the dating scene is horrific. Like, it's just so hard to meet someone. With the kind of internet age and like online dating. I from both sides, like men and women, it's not apparently not very nice. It's not great. So I was sitting in this restaurant, just listening to this couple, and like it was nice. It wasn't a bad date. They weren't shouting abuse at each other. It wasn't super awkward from what I could tell. But I was just like, oh my god, thank God I don't have to do this. Like, I have my person sitting beside me. The two of us are having, some sushi together.
I wish
it was just so nice.
I
Go
wish
on,
I had a
sorry.
picture to clip in there of like my face, like the sushi roll we got, the dragon roll. It
To go
was
back to
so big.
the important things.
It's a huge roll, okay? It's massive. And I have a tiny mouth, so like there was some points where I couldn't fit the whole like my whole slice in my mouth, and it was just like pouring outsides my mouth and I had sauce all over me. And I just wish I could have insert that clip right there. Just when you were like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
my person beside me." You are listening to a couple dating on another table, and there's me choking on my seaweed or my
yeah,
seaweed,
yeah.
my sushi. Just so funny.
Do you know the white cat? The like the heavy white cat is like, huh? Do you know that one?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what it
yeah.
was like. It's like, oh, I'm so blessed to have my partner, and I love her so much. And then I look over at you eating your dragon roll, and it's just like, huh?
Huh?
Like just chomping away. Like, but honestly, it is that good. Like, it's entirely forgivable. This sushi just is that good. Um, to the point where table manners go out the window.
Yeah.
Um, it really is delicious. And whereabouts are you, love? I might sleep. You're at the other side of
Sorry,
town.
I'm stuck in a thingy with Linus.
All right. Okay. Oh, that cutscene. Yeah. How did you trigger that?
I
Did
went
you just go
fishing
into
and came
town?
back.
I think
Uh,
no. I think you're in town at a given time, and that's when you
oh,
meet him.
okay.
Yeah, I've just triggered it as well, so I'll let
What
the
is
viewers
the
see it.
answer? What's the answer I should do? Isn't there like different things will come if you do different answers?
Yeah. So the most positive one is like one where you're understanding. So it's
Yeah,
like
so there's disgusting, there's no, it's a shame for food to go to waste, yes, it's illegal, that's George's private property, and said no, but you should get a job and stop leeching off others.
yeah, the it's a shame for food to go to waste one.
Okay, that's the most helpful.
Yeah, I believe so. Anyway.
Oh well, I just did it.
So the reason, well, I suppose I'll let the options come up on screen for those that might be hard of hearing, for example, so they can read it for themselves. But we've just caught Linus going through George's bins. George is obviously upset about that, so that's what this cutscene is, and you'll see the options that Orla was describing. They'll pop up on the screen now.
Some midnight fishing, perhaps?
You don't know what it's
I
like to be me. I'm not harming anyone. I just want to live life in my own way. Is that so wrong? So these are the different options that Orla was describing. Um, and you know, this is obviously negative, right? Um, this is probably lawful neutral, like down the middle. This is the one where you kind of side with Linus, and then I actually have never done this one, because I don't really agree with that message, to be honest with you, for a few reasons. So normally I go with this one, and it's the one that he likes, basically. So we'll go with that.
just a
Basically,
reminder, James, it's 1 a.m., so
it's
you'd want
yeah,
to
I'm
get
gonna
home
need to
as soon as
haul
possible.
ass. Yeah, sure. So hopefully the game forgives me for being caught in this cutscene. It might just transport me home, maybe.
Not if you chose to go out.
Hmm. I'm definitely collapsing all. I'm only getting out of the cutscene now. And there it is. Where am I? My character even on the screen? No, I didn't make it. That's a little bit
Yeah, well, you shouldn't
whatever.
have gone back into town. You could have done
No,
it
but
last night.
man, I went out at 10 p.m. Like, wasn't expecting it to take like 2 hours, you know?
Yeah, I went up a fishing level, no farming level.
Good. You're still not level 1. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're telling me, bro. Maybe it's because I'm not planting. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, fucking crows. We need to get a scarecrow on the move, Orla. Keep
Yeah,
forgetting.
you're the only one who can make a scarecrow.
Yeah, look.
You have to be a level
So
1.
after being nice to Linus, right? I forgot this is a thing. When it goes past 2 a.m., you collapse, regardless of energy level on the right here. Regardless of energy, the game cuts you off at 2 a.m., so you can't just roll one day into the other. I didn't make it home last night, so I collapsed. And Linus is the person who finds you if you collapse in the mines or stuff like that. But he says this, so I found you last night, you were unconscious, someone was searching your pockets. Who? I have no idea how much money they took. They ran away as soon as I approached, be more careful. So like, I always had the opinion that Linus is the person that takes the money. Because like, you know, there's no one else in the town, like basically. Like, where's the friends, Orla? Oh, not that one. This is the friends list. You know, this is basically everyone in the town. And we've met everyone. So like, who's gonna be picking my pockets, you know?
I wouldn't put it past a wizard, to be fair.
Yeah. I always had the opinion that Linus is kind of, you know, a little bit opportunistic, and when you collapse, he takes a little bit of money, which annoys me. It does annoy me a little bit. But look, it's fine. It's whatever. We are early game, so it doesn't really matter either, you know. Who's this? Pierre. I'm writing to let you know the Pierre store is now selling fertilizer. Why don't you swing by? Yeah, sure, no worries, mate.
You already have a gold parsnip, so can I sell the one I just picked?
Yeah, sure.
I think I'm actually getting to...
I need 4, I think.
Oh, you should have
It's fine.
said
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just let it go. It's fine. We won't be completing it this year anyway.
I think I'm after getting level 1 farming, so I'll be able to get a scarecrow then after.
Nice. I think I can craft one. I just haven't. I keep forgetting to do so.
I think so too.
So I'll get on that now to stop those crows, because that's just annoying.
I need to craft a furnace as well. Alright, so
we should have enough to do a furnace, love. We definitely have enough to do a furnace.
Let me have a look.
Fiber,
I need 20
coal.
copper ore and 25 stone. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll make a furnace. So I can get that off my thing.
Okay, Robin's lost axe. I forget where that is, to be honest with you.
It is down at the lower level, so you go, let's say, down from our farm, and then you go show the way, like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, let me get it up on the map once I can see if I can guide you.
Yeah, like from memory, I remember where it is. Like, as in, like, go on, sorry.
It's like that little island down, so you have to keep going down, and then there's like an island, and you take a bridge over, and it's like in the bottom right-hand corner of that area.
Right. Okay. I'll have a look.
I know it by memory, not by.
Same. No, that's it.
Yeah.
I know roughly where it is, but I just didn't want to go on a wild goose chase. But I'm here now anyway, so.
Where will I put my furnace?
Wherever, love. You can put it next to mine.
It won't go. Oh, it will go. I need to make a copper. Requires 1 coal. Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise.
Just again. So, at least from what I can hear, Orla, your quality is much better. Like, in the last episode, I had to kind of interrupt you and be like, you know, sorry for the quality. That hasn't happened yet, where you've dropped out. So, hopefully, it'll reflect that in the recording as well. For those of you that care, I suppose, all we did was change some settings in Discord. Because arguably, the quality of Orla's headset is good enough. It's just the dropping in and out, you know. So I forget what the setting's called. I'll put it up on screen after this recording. But it is quite simple to do. You know, it's 3 clicks of the settings and it's done. And it does seem to have worked, Orla. So hopefully it'll reflect that way.
Okay, I think I'm ready to go other than mining. So like I've caught up all my stuff. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be level 1 farming, so I can craft a scarecrow. That'll be done. Then the rest of them are just kill 10 slimes and reach 40 in the mine. So
Yeah.
I'm fairly caught up, which is, I know I've been a bit quiet in the last 2 episodes, I would say, but that list, this is just my ADHD. That list of jobs that I've been needing to do has been bothering me. So I'm so glad I've shortened it from like 6 down to 3, and like one of them is going to be done in the morning. So that's great.
Ugh, I don't have enough inventory. I know we want to get a chicken coop, but man, I can't wait to get the extended storage. Like, it's just gonna be so great.
Okay, it's 1:30 now. What are you doing?
I'm just foraging at the bottom of the lake. There's tons of stuff here, Arlo. There's horseradishes, there's spring onions and everything. If you want to come down and get some stuff, just get your foraging up. Oh, I found her axe. I'm definitely not gonna have the bloody inventory for it now.
Just get rid of something. I don't think you need inventory for it, do you?
I don't know. I'll check.
I think it's one of those ones where you like can't really do anything with it other than give it to her.
No, I think I do. It's not letting me pick it up.
Alright. Just get rid of something
then. Yeah, you mentioned ADHD, Orla. And it kind of ties in briefly into what we were talking about with when we were having lunch. Orla and I have been watching The Sopranos. Started at season 1. I've tried to watch The Sopranos maybe, I'd say this is my 3rd time trying to watch it, and I just haven't finished it. Like, I've got to like season 2. I've got to the same place both times. It's like the middle to end of season 2. For one reason or another, I just can't get past that. But Orla and I are watching The Sopranos. That's the last couple of nights or weeks we've been watching The Sopranos. And that's, you know, do you remember the episode, Orla, where they think AJ has ADHD? Or ADD. I can't remember which it is.
yeah, I think it's ADHD because I don't think ADD was a big thing.
There wasn't
back
really
then.
a distinction between the two, was there, really?
Yeah, I suppose like the distinction is one has hyperactive tendencies and the other doesn't, like, but it's similar enough. It is a different branch. It's all a spectrum, so it's all different variations. Nobody is the same as anyone else,
of
really.
course. Yeah, no, absolutely. Can I talk to Robin here? This isn't Robin, is it? No, it's Leah. Never mind.
I had to go to her house to talk to her.
No, I'm on my way there. 3 carp. Yeah, good luck to that. That's not getting done. I find the quests here at Pierre's really hard to do. Like, I don't really go for them.
I sometimes find them quite easy. Just depends. Like, sometimes I'm like, they come at a good time. I've like picked up a certain thing that they've asked for, and I'm like, yes, like I don't have to work for it. And then other times like that, get a catfish, and I'm like, how the hell do I get a catfish?
Yeah, especially like early on in the game where you don't have a good fishing rod and you know the different baits and all that jazz. Like, it can be really hard. Like, right, I think someone's calling you, Orla, from outside. So we might take a pause here, guys. We'll just take a brief pause, and we'll sort ourselves out here, and we'll be back in a few minutes. We're back. We just had to take a short break there to sort something outside with Orla's family. All is well, no hassle, everything's tucked away. I'm just making my way to the museum to donate some of these crystals that you seen earlier. I didn't get a chance to do. Orla, what was it you were doing? You were doing something first, and then we're going to the mines?
I'm donating to the museum.
As well, yeah, okay. I'm not going to catch this fish because I don't have the space. Yeah, you didn't miss much, guys. When Orla had to go outside, she just ran to the house, got into bed. I did a bit of fishing and foraging, nothing crazy. Just kept the game running, so that's why we're day 17 rather than 16.
I will say that I made a mistake, and I thought that I was only on farming level 1, and then I went to bed, I woke up, and I'm on actually farming level 2, so I don't know how I made that mistake. I need to try forage a scarecrow, and then I can complete that stupid thing off my inventory, which is very annoying.
That's right, yeah. So just before we took a break, we were talking about The Sopranos, and just kind of touched very briefly on ADHD with AJ, and obviously part of The Sopranos, or rather the whole thing, is that Tony goes to a therapist. Tony, being the main character, I would say spoilers, but the show came out in 1999. It is kind of like a cult classic, though. I think people kind of really love The Sopranos, so I am reluctant to spoil it. But Tony is a mob boss or a capo in the mafia, and I think it's at a family barbecue. He collapses, or maybe that's a different scene. But basically, Tony's suffering from severe anxiety attacks, or what they have diagnosed as severe anxiety attacks, and as a result of this, he goes to a therapist, starts counseling and therapy, and I guess that's the premise. It's not really giving anything away, but I thought it was kind of relevant, Orla, to bring it up, just because that's something that you're also looking at doing yourself, as in becoming a therapist or becoming a counselor. Orla and I are both in counseling at the moment. I think I've been doing it more than 3 years, Orla. You're probably not far off the same. You're like 2.5, probably 3 now.
Yeah, I've gone to 3 separate therapists in my time.
Oh, yeah, that's also fair. Yeah.
One second now, I'm just collecting money off my achievement. So yeah, I've gone to therapy 3 separate times in my life, and I actually originally trained to... Well, I didn't train to be a teacher. I was looking into becoming a teacher, kind of because my mom wanted me to become one. And I knew deep down that I did not want to be a teacher. I just knew from growing up my mom would have suggested it. She works in a school, so she suggested it, good holidays, whatever. But I knew myself that I didn't want to be a teacher, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do personally. So I went and did a degree in English and drama and theatre, and I loved the English side of it. In my first year, I did psychology and I did media and communication studies as well. So that was, psychology was definitely interesting. I struggled with psychology in the sense, there was a part of it in the first year, which, fair enough, it is part of psychology, where they went into the biology of the mind, and that's where I kind of fell apart with it, where I was thinking I was going to be super interested in psychology. I wasn't really there for the science side of it, whereas like when they were going through what should I call it? I think I'm from the wrong way. When they were going through the case studies and like history of psychology, I found that super interesting. Like theorists and stuff like that. So yeah, I did psychology in first year, didn't think much of it, didn't select it as my subject. A big sign for me then as well for that kind of topic was, as part of my English degree in final year, I did psychoanalysis, which is obviously basically psychotherapy. It's more along the lines in an English degree on the fact that, let's say, Freud used a Greek tragedy to explain a theory, so it's going along kind of the lines of that, and how these things are written about, and what way they're written, basically, in terms of literature. So that was my favorite module out of my whole English degree. I absolutely adored it, and still didn't hit me what I really wanted to do. And I went back to therapy then after 4 years of college. I started working as a teacher. I was an English and drama teacher, and I was doing CSB as well. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it, as I knew I would. And it was really tough. It was nice to be earning. I was making a lot of money from it, I'm not going to lie. It did have perks. Obviously, like, the holidays were great. I finished on earlier hours than like a normal 9 to 5. There's a lot of downsides that people don't like to hear, because teachers have a lot of benefits, which I think is very unfair. The kids can be really demoralizing. You don't know what it's like having to be in front of 30 kids like all day, every day, and then having, especially because my subject was English, you have a lot of kids that don't want to do that. They don't want to study English. Their core subjects can be the hardest that way in terms of getting interest from the kids, because they didn't pick those subjects. So I struggled with it, as I knew I would, and then I kind of had a breakthrough in therapy, and I realized I was like coming to therapy, and I was like, why don't I just do this? This is like such a good gig. Like, I feel like I'd be really good at this. And like, I was always like that friend, like my friends, you would have called me the therapist, you know, people always came to me for advice and different things like that, and I would have been like a good listener that way. So it kind of was like a eureka moment. And so I said it to my therapist. She said that is amazing and she can definitely see me in that kind of situation as well. Obviously, if anyone who's gone to therapy knows, a therapist can't just come out and tell me. So even if she had taught it before, I would have been a good therapist. She did a good job by not suggesting it to me, basically letting me come to my own terms to it. So it's my own thing. So yeah, me and my therapist looked into it, and I was coming up to finish with the school I was teaching in, so it felt like perfect timing. So I applied. It's a mature student kind of course. Now there are some people that went in straight from leaving cert, but they advise you to be over the age of, I can't remember if it was 21 or 23 that they advised, because they want you to have, yeah, they wanted people to have more life experience. So I think I was turning 24 in the September. That should be right. Yeah, turning 24 in the September that I started. So it was like the perfect age that they suggested to be joining, just for life experience and stuff. And then, yeah, like I was finishing up my contract with the school, and then, so I still do a bit of teaching, like part-time, I would say. There's a boy I teach who is school refusal, so he, for various reasons, doesn't go to school.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you just explain what that is. But yeah.
Yeah, it's there's different. It's kind of too generic, but like, it's not just as simple as doesn't want to go to school. There's a lot of like diagnosis and different things going on. So basically, for whatever reason, isn't able to come to school. So I go to his house and I teach him. And I've been working with him now 3 years. I started when I was working as a teacher in a school. That's how I found out about him. It's the school set him up with a teacher, essentially. So they asked me to take over from a previous teacher, and I said yes, because it's extra money, and I said I'd give it a go. And I'm a sucker at heart. Like, I always do feel bad for in situations where they need help, and it is very hard. It's called home tuition, and it is extremely hard to get a teacher or a tutor in home tuition. So I took it on, and he has since completed his junior cycle, it's now called. It's not a junior cert anymore, it's a junior cycle. So he has since completed his junior cycle, and he has now, so he did repeat third year instead of doing TY, just because, like, as much as he is such a smart kid, part of all his diagnosis and different things like that is he struggles with routine, struggles with kind of being told what to do, different things like that. It's all kind of part of it. And like, I was expecting that. And there was, like, basically every time I would start after a term or after holidays, it was like reverting back to the way he was when I first started working with him. Like, there was a couple months where he wouldn't come out and meet me. And we've built up from that to having hours lessons at a time, and him obviously finishing his junior cycle, which he completed at home with a supervisor, basically. So that has been very fulfilling. I have done grinds as well as a teacher, and I do find one-on-one work very rewarding. Again, this is all going to be like part and parcel with being a therapist.
It feeds in, like, doing just you alone, just you saying,
yeah,
I find one-on-one very rewarding and like almost easier to do. I'm like, yeah, sounds like counseling to me, you know.
Yeah, and like, it's not like, I would never say that I'm like this boy's counselor, but like, the progress that I'm able to see with him is very similar to what you'd get out of not a reward. I don't want to say the word reward, because it's not like, I'm not becoming a counselor to feel rewarded by people, but like, there is a certain reward to that type of work, and like, that is fortunately what you get to see when you're working one-on-one with a person. So I have a good experience with doing that. I've obviously worked with kids from the ages of like 3, 4 all the way up to 18, 19, 20. So yeah, I'm just after starting my third year of my course. So it's psychotherapy and counseling what I'm doing, and it's unreal. I love it. And it's just to bring it back to how James brought it up, was we are watching the Sopranos, and obviously it's about a mob boss going to therapy, which is obviously the comedic value of it. But like, it's been really interesting for me to be watching something I'm studying, and then see if it's being accurate, you know. So I've been enjoying that element of it. I need to sneeze. Excuse me, sorry. It's been really rewarding to watch that side of it. It's been really like I'm able to almost like psychoeducate James at the same time because I'm like, oh, she shouldn't do this and this is why, and I'm able to actually give reason why, which is really cool, and it's actually like helpful for me to like reuse that side of my brain, like have reasons for things, because like teaching, and I feel like this is going to give me a good skill, is like something that I have to prepare myself as being a therapist, is like people having like attitudes towards therapy that it doesn't work, that the therapist fixes everything for the person, and I have to basically be able to come up with my I not come up with my answers, because my answers exist in true research and what I'm studying, but I need to be prepared for that confrontation and know what to say and different things like that. So
Just watch the time, love. It's 12 now.
Yeah, I literally just seen that and I was about to come home.
Yep.
I got my 10 slimes anyway, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, it's just been a great kind of come around circle. I have been a little bit distracted this year, starting third year, and I think that is due to the fact that my first like month I was back in college. Now it is partly online, so when I say that I was in Scotland for it, I was still attending lectures. It was just all online, but obviously that's a little bit distracting when you have plans and you might like be half listening and stuff like that. So I do feel like that has affected my comeback into third year a little bit, but I do enjoy it, and like, yeah, I do think this is my passion and what I'm meant to get into. And I'm just like, I can see a future with this, whereas I never could with teaching, and like any other job I was thinking of, I couldn't see myself in that place, whereas I can definitely see myself in that place now. And it's just really nice to be able to go for it and see that realistic goal actually come about. So yeah.
We'll continue talking about this because there's a point I wanted to make, but just in terms of time, this isn't a bad place to stop. It's the end of a day. The episode is on a good time here. So I think we'll call this one here, Orla, but we can continue talking.
Yeah.
We'll just load up the next day. I'll, tidy away the videos, we'll say, and then we can pick up again. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Just to remind people, I suppose Orla and I are doing these recordings in series. So it sounds, to someone who's just tuned in, it's quite informal. There's no intro, there's no outro. This is what this is. I suppose it's a little bit of an outro. I think this is episode 6. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the series. If you're not, please comment, give us feedback. We're always open to learn. If you are enjoying it, great. I'm really glad. Thank you very much for listening. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next episode. We'll see you soon.